Kick it off as we get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Utah Utes offense will have the first crack at it in this one. This series always seems to come right down to the final few plays, and last time they met, it was Utah pulling it out.
Utah made the plays when they needed to win a big rivalry game. Jesse, they executed better than BYU.
That's a good way to put it, David, because Utah is a program that every year they focus on the small details, and when the game was on the line, that's when they executed best.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. It is deafening in here. Soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Utes are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete to the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. On the run, it's Vega. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Utes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Snagged out of the air. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Touchdown, Utes! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll start the return inside, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the Utes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he tacks on the extra point.
BYU 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the BYU Cougars offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the holy war between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent, all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
Here's the pressure. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Still on his feet. Oh, better look out! They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Gets it out fast. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Utes!
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
To the air, it's Romero. Thanks to grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no... Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
To throw, it's Romero. Fires downfield. Connection to the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for 1st down. Easy. Unloads quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Easy. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The play-action fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football.
And I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other because they want the bragging rights in the state of Utah because it means a heck of a lot.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Utes are on the move. Looking for room. It's Vega. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. Runs through another one. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Romero. Fires left. That one's going to keep him awake tonight as he just missed it. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He's loose down the middle. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Utes! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Rushes on him, finding open areas. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. BYU right back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Continues to fight for yards. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one, in this offense within striking distance. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Cougar! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
To the air on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
At the 23-yard line. And first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
First and goal.
He wants to throw it. Under fire. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback may change this route. Going to sling it on second down. Trying to bull his way in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. One more snap coming before halftime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Utah! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Beehive boot is on the line, and already BYU and Utah have given us some stirring moments.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Back to pass. It's Romero. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The snap sets up the throw. Trying to set up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. And the Utes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Good work up front to get that 1st down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Utes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that 1st down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Love. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
1st and goal.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Utah, 46. BYU, 7.
They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. Dances away to buy time. Touchdown, Utes! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, nothing like turkey and stuffing and the Egg Bowl on your Thanksgiving holiday. Ole Miss and Mississippi State. Mississippi State was anything but dominant, but the Bulldogs are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the Elkhine. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Running back searching for a hole. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll try it again. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Putting it on! And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Illegal blocking back.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got his man quickly. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
He might want another play. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Had to throw it before he wanted. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
Number 11 on to kick it away.
Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. They were certainly feeling the spirit in this edition of the Holy War, and it is the Utes who take the crown in this one.